This is Dabu7. Well, did a SpaceX aircraft or spacecraft here just have a near miss with a UFO? Well, we wouldn't know because they won't show us any footage. No images, no nothing. It's the same old song and dance, and it's been quite a few years since they were releasing fresh images off their craft. Some of the last times they did so, what we seen out there in subspace was similar to what I call a cosmic highway. There was traffic everywhere that you're just not going to see with the naked eye from down here on Earth. And what we had witnessed, and I covered in other videos, it's what looked to be shots fired at objects up there. NASA tried to say they kicked on some boosters and it was some garbage or trash out there that got kicked. That was a lie. Obviously, it was all the lies that get kicked our way. In the future, we're going to attempt something, and I'm not going to give away all the details, but we're going to attempt something in terms of having our own eye in the sky. And stories like this, where they say that a spacecraft just got missed by this UFO or this object, we don't know what it was, we can get more answers. We have no independent cameras up in subspace. No one's launched a big balloon to sit there with cameras so we can watch everything. None of it. Now, we know that there's geosynchronous orbits of satellites going around the planet. And we know there's a lot of space junk out there as well. But if you get below all this, there's an area where you can float or sit in one area, kind of like a gravity well, anchored into position above a continent or an area, and you don't have to be going around the planet like the satellites. This could provide internet and communications to one large area consistently. Now, knowing all that, knowing that this could be done right now and that they're not doing it, they're going out of their way to keep things secret and hidden. I mean, we've got the ISS cam and all this other stuff up there. Anytime we see something suspect come into frame, they cut the feed. Happens over and over and over again. And what I like to tell people is just go over to the LASCO C2 and C3. Why don't you try it? Just go see. Punch in some dates and hit play. These are not bugs. It's not dust that you're seeing flying all over the place. Those are objects in what I believe to be a massive interstellar highway that you can see all day long if you go over to C2 and C3. They're not going to give you image after image. They will cut 1,000 out and then give you another one to where it's all chopped up. But if you put them into play, you can see massive objects just zooming right on through. It's been this way the whole time. It's no secret. I have recorded objects around the sun on my channel with the sun blocked out. Objects interacting with the sun. Clear blue skies. These things are lit up and they're interacting with the sun. It's on my channel. For those that don't want to believe this stuff, it's there. We've gone through their archived information, their camera footage of the sun itself. And we have found massive objects literally feeding off the sun, tethered to it. And I know it sounds insane until you see it. And where do we find it? In their archived data. Yeah, man. So when people actually go digging, you find some treasure sometime. And with this story just brings all that back to mind, and it just makes me think, you're dropping another breadcrumb for the masses. I really think they're setting the stage for a big show in the heavens, a la Blue Beam or whatever. And it's coming in the offing. It's a card. Oh, they're just dying to play. So I'm going to break this down further on the next live stream. We'll talk about the fallen, what's already here, what's really going on, and all that. The stuff no one else ever seems to want to talk about. Gloves come off over on D-Live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We dive down the rabbit holes, and we talk about stuff freely. Censorship free. Much love. Eyes to the skies.